Gold Project started in November 2015 and opened its doors to members in January 2016.
The Gold is for people with a learning disability who live independently or with family with no paid support.
Lucy Burke, co-chair of Learning Disability England, said the majority of people with a learning disability are poor and dependent on benefits. They experience high levels of hate crime, abuse and social isolation, and they are routinely denied basic choices, opportunities and access to experience that makes life worth living.
The aim of Gold Project has been to offer people short-term support with problems such as housing, budgeting and benefits, as well as a range of group activities that anyone with a learning disability was welcome to join. The Gold Project has provided support with housing, which remains a challenge for many people on low income in Thanet, not just people with learning disabilities. Rent levels have gone up a lot, making it difficult for people to get housing they can afford in a place they feel safe.
I used to live a rough area, and the Gold helped me to move out.
Gold has supported people to access emergency housing, to talk to the local council and linked with landlords and estate agents to explore housing options.
And also with housing option as well, with the housing list. That was stressful, telling them what was happening all the time and where I was going and what I was doing and everything. And
Gold has worked with people to resolve debt issues and make sure they have all the benefits they are entitled to.
Yeah, helped me sort out my bills and debts.
Yes, I was doing the letters, they were a bit confused. Lots of pages.
The staff help us with getting PIP support, helping us go through the letters to make us understand it that little bit more.
However, the benefit processes, the time it takes for decisions to be made, and more often the need to appeal decisions mean many people struggle to stay out of debt.
Without your support at the benefits assessment meeting, I would have walked out because of the pressure.
yeah, I got to go on to Universal Credit, and it's quite stressful, and you know it can make you have all those feelings, can't it? But at the weekend I got a letter from my PIP and I got turned down. I got upset, but to be honest I don't think they really care about how you feel about it.
Often people are telling us they have had to go without in order to keep up with their rent. Gold has supported people to access food banks when they have needed to and are strengthening links with organisations who can help in such situations.
So if it weren't through Gold, learning disabled people would never know where to go.
It is recognised that poverty goes hand in hand with poor health. Gold has listened to people's health concerns and helped people to find out more information about staying healthy. Bring and share events in year 2 of the project help to build strong links with health trainers.
I spoke to people about what I do and how I support people with their health. And I had a couple of people, one who wanted to look at his smoking. I spoke to a lady who's diabetic and would like to try a new diet.
We held a workshop on understanding diabetes.
Yeah, that you've got to try and keep it at a level. And if you eat regularly, you'll find that.
She gave us some useful ideas of what to eat, what not to eat.
I was looking at labels today. So any red ones, it's bad for you. Green, yellow and orange, that's good for you.
We also held a health event for Learning Disability Week, which included information on cancer awareness and how to stay hydrated.
Women's group talked about emotions and made bags to remind themselves of how to deal with different emotional situations. A pampering session offered by students at East Kent College certainly helped.
When I get down in the dumps, I come to Gold, they're all there to cheer you up.
A men's group offers men a chance to meet and talk about issues that are important to them.
Loneliness is linked to a number of health risks, such as depression, high blood pressure, and higher mortality risk.
It helps me with my depression and doing activities and filling up the weeks to do other things.
The Bring and Share event also help us to build stronger links with other organisations and community groups, including the police, Citizens Advice and Job Centre.
It's quite nice to be able to sort of sit and chat informally about it.
At the start of the project, people needed a lot of help and support to deal with issues. People still need support to access services and understand information, but feel more confident now to use the same services as everyone else.
Gold has seen people's confidence, friendships and peer support continue to grow throughout the project.
Because I've only just started, as you know, going on the bus on my own to my sisters and at Herne Bay. Before I come here, I wouldn't have done that on my own, but I do it now, so.
Over the last year, 4 people have had the opportunity to document their life stories.
My role has enabled me to record key information about the person's life in a meaningful way, ensuring that their voices really do get heard.
My name is David Ernest Tate.
That was when my dad moved over to Thanet because he opened up the business.
Mum was Jean.
We used to live above the shop.
Whereabouts were you born?
London.
Life stories can change the way other people perceive the person and can therefore positively influence their future outcomes. It's also a fantastic way to make sure vital information is not lost and personal identities are not forgotten as the years go by. It's one of the best parts about the project is when you actually hand that over to the person and you see their faces and you listen to their reactions. It really does enable people to engage with others and helps them to feel valued.
Looking at the book, you've done so much and different things in your life.
Yeah.
People have also shown confidence by speaking up and campaigning about things that are important to them. A number of members were interviewed by KMTV about how their lives are affected by not being able to use their bus passes before 9:30.
Kent's disabled bus passes have been branded unfair amid calls for urgent changes to the system.
Yeah, I think it is very restrictive and it's not really fair on people there.
It's not fair.
It's not fair. See?
I have to pay when I need to get to the job centre.
Kent County Council have decided to remove time limits on bus passes for disabled people from April 2020.
I went to Parliament on Monday, try and exchange things for the hospital. I do a lot of things for health and I want to improve what we should have.
Gold continues to be part of the National Treat Me Well campaign for better access to healthcare for people with learning disabilities. As part of the National Autism Week in 2018, we made a short film to highlight the campaign.
We are East Kent Treat Me Well campaign group. People with a learning disability are not getting the right support when they go into hospitals.
We want to change that.
In 2019, we have worked with the local hospital trust to make changes to the hospital communication poster.
I raised in health because it's clear and more better.
The monthly Easy Read focus group has worked on a number of Easy Read patient information leaflets including having a blood test, sexual health, when to take medication and how to prevent bed sores.
I think it should be an easy read, I think it get confusing.
We happen to choose which ones you can all make better.
What do you think that person is trying to do to the other person?
Pick it up.
helping him up?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. We're going to change this picture of the food. We're going to take away all these yellow triangles.
Gold continues to support people to be involved in training for healthcare staff, both nationally through Treat Me Well and locally with Canterbury Christchurch University. As people have started to feel more confident, they have started to try new things and learn new skills, from cooking to photography to visiting art galleries.
I said, I think that one looks like an old pigeon loft.
Gold has told me about the bags of taste, the cookery course. We do cooking on the budget, no more than £3. But since I've been to those courses, I haven't been out of pocket as so much as I used to be.
A series of signing workshops offer people the chance to learn some sign language. Gold members have recently started to produce a monthly Gold Guide which gives information on activities and opportunities in the Thanet area.
People had expressed interest in photography, drama and filmmaking in the past. We had suggested they try Open School East, but people felt it was not relevant to them. Open School East came to our drop-in where the group asked what art had to do with them. The idea for a series of workshops was born. 9 Gold members took part in a 12-week filmmaking course with Open School East, learning how to use cameras, acting and directing skills, script writing and prop making. The film was screened at Dreamland, Margate in front of family, friends and supporters.
Some members enjoyed sharing their interest in gaming and started to meet at 215 to form a gaming group.
Why I come to Gold is to meet new friends, and my friends play Pokemon Go or other games that I enjoy.
Through our links with Open School East, we invited Genetic Mood digital artists to run a series of workshops for the gaming group to create their own games using Scratch coding. These games were included in 2019 Now Digital Festival in Margate.
By learning new skills and trying new things, people have felt more confident to get involved in things happening in their community. A number of Gold members have enjoyed volunteering at community events.
In 2017, we moved into 215, achieving our aim to be in the community. This meant we were able to show the community what the Gold Project was all about. And at the official opening, Gold members told people how the project had helped them.
Gold helped me for housing. I live here in a rough area, and also that helped me to sort out my daughters.
I have made a lot of friends at Gold. These are activities I do so I am not stuck at home doing nothing. I am less lonely now.
The yarn one attracted a lot of attention, and since then the women's group have worked closely with Power Thanet to get involved in the annual Arts and Cultural Festival. By 2019, the community and volunteer coordinator has increased our links with community groups.
The Margate Manifesto asks for local people's ideas on what needs to happen in Margate. Several Gold members were involved in a workshop as well as spreading the word in the manifesto March Around Margate. Cliftonville in Bloom gave us a chance to show off our creative skills as we created a garden from wall for the novelty category. Judges commented on the attention to detail and of course Gold won gold.
An active social life helps to reduce loneliness and improves people's mental and physical health.
People who came to Gold have found it hard to meet and make friends in the past.
I have just moved to the area and Gold has helped me meet new people.
Weekly social and leisure groups meet in both Margate and Muscat and have helped with friendships and peer support.
At the end of Year 4, Gold has 162 members as well as 17 volunteers who have helped at groups or have shared their skills.
63% of people have come to Gold for social reasons. Individual support is still needed as problems and issues arise.
If Gold not be here, I'd be at home all the time, be bored.
As well as continuing to meet people's social needs, the next step for Gold will be to build on our links with the community organisations so that we are not only in the community but part of the community.
Aston Gold, can they guide, give me that someone to go to? I don't know what I would have done.
But so if I didn't come to Gold, I probably wouldn't be where I am today, for this.
Despite seeing people struggling with day-to-day living to make ends meet on very low incomes, our aim is for people with learning disabilities to have the same expectations, hopes and dreams in life as others take for granted.
To be continued.